Good evening. You are watching the Wolf Times News Desk. Fast, fearless, and focused. It's October 13, 2025, Monday. Today we begin with the continuing tensions along the Pakistan-Afghanistan border, where Islamabad has issued a strong warning of a decisive and measured response following what it calls unprovoked Taliban aggression and cross-border attacks launched from Afghan territory. Over the weekend, the Pakistan Army launched major retaliatory strikes targeting militant hideouts inside Afghanistan territory after a series of deadly assaults on Pakistani forces. According to official sources, Pakistani troops captured 19 Afghan border posts, eliminated over 200 militants, and dismantled key Taliban strongholds including Kharchar Fort, Durrani Camp, Manojba Battalion Headquarters, and Turkmanzai Top. Dramatic footage from the border regions shows Taliban positions engulfed in smoke as troops advanced, reclaiming areas that had been used for repeated attacks. The ISPR confirmed that 23 Pakistani soldiers embraced martyrdom in the operation, while 29 others sustained injuries. Officials emphasized the campaign was strictly targeted against terrorist infrastructure, with every effort made to avoid civilian casualties. In a late-night briefing, the Foreign Office reaffirmed Pakistan's right to act in self-defense, saying it had tolerated provocations for far too long. The statement accused the Taliban regime and its affiliate, referred to as Fitna al-Khawarij and Fitna al-Hindistan, of orchestrating attacks designated to destabilize the region. Pakistan's spokesperson Shafqat Ali Khan said the retaliatory strikes inflicted heavy losses on terrorist networks while being executed with precision to avoid harm to non-combatants. Islamabad also rebuffed comments made by the Afghan caretaker foreign minister during his India visit, saying shifting blame won't erase the evidence of terrorists' safe havens on Afghan soil. The Foreign Office further announced that Pakistan will now regulate the stay of Afghan nationals within its borders in accordance with international law. Officials emphasized that Pakistan had hosted over 4 million Afghan citizens for decades, but deteriorating border security and continued inaction by Kabul leaves Islamabad no choice but to review its policy. Experts say this marks a turning point, the most intense confrontation between the two neighbors since the Taliban's return to power in 2021. Meanwhile, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and Turkey has also called for immediate dialogue between Islamabad and Kabul to prevent a broader conflict. From Washington, the US President Donald Trump, currently en route to Israel, said the plans to mediate between Pakistan and Afghanistan once his Middle East visit concludes. Speaking abroad, Air Force One, Trump remarked, "This will be my 8th war I have solved. I'll deal with Pakistan and Afghanistan next." His comments sparked mixed reactions online, with analysts questioning whether any outside intervention can truly address the deep-rooted tensions between the two nations. As the border remains tense and both governments maintained hardened positions, one question looms large. Is this confrontation the beginning of a new regional realignment or just another chapter in a long-standing cycle of mistrust? Should Pakistan continue to respond militarily, or is diplomatic engagement still possible? And can Kabul regain control over militant factions operating within its borders? We'd like to hear your thoughts. Share your views in the comment section below. What do you believe is the right path forward for lasting peace between Pakistan and Afghanistan? This is the Wolf Times News Desk. Fast, fearless, and focused. Stay informed, stay aware, and stay with us for verified updates.